Is it working? Oh, I think it's working. Say hi. Hi. I don't see the button going. How do we know? Is it? Yes, it is. Okay. Ready? Say hi, Celia. Hi, I'm Colette. I'm Mr. T's mom. If you follow me on Facebook, the light in here is not so good. All right. So today we're not really cooking with tea, and instead of Mr. T, I have Lady C here to help me. You say hi?
Hi.
So we're just going to talk about tea and how to make the perfect cup. Is that hot? So right here on the stove, I have the kettle going, and you always want to heat your water in the kettle or in an electric kettle. You don't want to do it in the microwave because something crazy chemical happens and it can explode, and it also doesn't give you the same flavor. And our teapots do not go directly on the heat. You use a kettle or an electric kettle to heat your water. As of yet, we do not sell them. Okay, so you make that perfect cup. You always want to use fresh water. Fresh water, and you boil it. And there's something crazy that happens if you reboil water that's already boiled. It has to do with the oxygen and losing oxygen, and I think it has more to do with flavor. It's not going to hurt you, but the experts will tell you not to reboil boiled water, to dump that, use it to water your plants, and then use fresh water the next time, right? Fresh water. Okay. So,
Let me sing it.
Sing what?
First,
What else do you want to tell them about tea?
my favorite.
You need fresh water. So while we're waiting for the kettle to boil, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about tea. So if I ask you if you want a cup of tea, would you like a cup of tea?
Yeah.
Yeah? What kind of tea do you think?
Pink.
Pink. Now most of you would say black or green, and those are probably the two most common, or pink. Yeah, I know, it's so dark. Why is it dark? I don't know. Okay, so black tea, green tea, white tea, they all come from the same plant. Pink tea does not come from the same plant. Okay?
Yeah.
So if you come to one of my home parties, the first tea you'll have
It
is white.
no.
White tea are the youngest buds and leaves. They're picked
No.
early in the morning.
It's
No, white first.
No, it's
Oh, the kettle is teal, yeah. So those buds are picked first thing in the morning. It is hot, don't touch it. And then they're ready to drink by the evening, so in the same day. They're the least processed. They're the most expensive, of course. Green tea are fully mature. Yeah, the teapot is green, huh? So it's the white tea all grown up.
Mommy,
And that's what you would think of the most. What else is outside? I don't know. Black tea are green tea leaves that are oxidized. I used to say fermented. It's not fermented. Say not fermented. Not fermented. It's oxidized. There's a difference, okay? And then you have your in-betweens. So your oolongs. You say oolong?
Oh.
Oolong. Oolong. Oh, don't turn the oven on. My goodness. Your oolongs, working from home, are in between your green and your black. So they're oxidized, but not as much as a black tea. Your pu'ers, which are my favorite, just a minute, go through a second fermentation. That's Mommy's mud pot. Isn't that pretty? What color is that? Green. It's lime green. So that's what we're going to put our tea into to make our tea. You have a pink one. So your pu'er takes that oxidized black tea, it's fermented, and it goes through a second fermentation process. And they used to call it the queen of tea. It was so sought after they were able to use it as currency. And that has some of my favorites. It has our toffee caramel pu'er, which is really good, half and half with coffee. See, that's to keep your fingers from getting hot. And our cinnamon hearts pu'er, which I steep extra long. And then it gets nice and tingly. Have a kiss. Okay, so while that kettle boils, we're going to say goodbye for a minute while that kettle's boiling, and then we're going to talk about how to make the perfect cup of tea. And we'll see if I can edit it all together.
Bye.